Not me. Well, you know what? So what, you know buy? So you know, are you coming though? I know I shouldn't. I mean, I come from the hospital. I'm a depressed.
We understand that.
Overstand. You know, take it down. They understand business.
So you want to edify?
No.
I'm not dealing with someone.
No, listen to me. They understand business. You know, under nothing, you know, done. You walk above ground, you know.
Yes, of course.
When you're dead, you be under. So there's no understanding. You're not under nothing done. You're over, because you're alive. So you overstand. So change the philosophy of the words that come out of your mouth. The words that come, you know, you are so. The words that come out of your mouth define the man. You get me? So you can't go part way. You can't have one leg in there and one leg out. If you go all the way, you go one way. Are you agree? Do you go this way? You can't have one leg in and one leg out. You hear me? I say that. And stop saying, hold on, and you say it again. No, me just say it again. You keep on saying, understand. We under.
We understand.
No, you know, under nothing done. Listen to me, Dan. You overstand. Thank you, sister, because we are alive. We are alive. You overstand.
Yeah, we overstand.
Yeah, because you're alive. When you're dead, you're under the ground. You're walking in the ground where God gave you, the Creator gave you. So you walk above ground, so you overstand. There's no understanding. Me cut it this way, yeah? And then PWC, and don't forget
when the
it.
Sabbath day. Tell them when the Sabbath day.
Sabbath day is Saturday.
So when it start from?
And the business, it start from Friday noon till
Friday sunset.
Alright, sunset till sunset, yeah?
So it's love
no
and respect.
cooking.
It's love and respect and manners.
I just manners and thing, you know?
Right.
Don't get it twisted. And stop. Before you think, you're not under nothing. You overstand. When you're dead, you're not nothing to say, because then you'll be under, yeah? So try, change the mind, not come here, and try think about what you say, and forget this under thing. Because you're not under nothing. The only thing you're under God creation. But you're not dead yet. When you're dead, you'll be under. Blessed to each and all my brother. Say no.
Brother.
Me a Levi. Don't worry about me.
You're a Levi. You're Levi.
Me a the priest. Me
listen,
carry the tabernacle.
I'm Levi. But listen.
Me a the high priest. My colors are purple.
Listen.
Only we can carry the tabernacle. You hear me? So nobody come to me no foolishness.
What's going on?
No, but me busy. No, but you know what? Me don't switch you already.
No, brother.
Me don't switch you already. Stop the understand. You overstand.
I understand. But look,
so when you talk to people, them say, you understand me? You say, no.
I overstand.
I'm from
Brother,
I
overstand.
Yeah, so stop saying understand. No, but me I tell you, me I end leave at you. Stop saying under, because you're not under no.
I'm not saying that no more. But
Yeah?
I'm saying you're Levi.
Over. No, but me just tell you, listen, we are high priests.
You should be doing what you need to do in accordance to the law.
We are talking about that. Me preach along the road. Me preach to all the drug addicts and everybody. When the body wants you to implement them.
I'm not talking about preaching. I'm talking about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
But I'm not perfect, but I do.
I know, but I know you. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. There's some things I slip up on. But the point is it's willfully, because you know it's a Sabbath day. You know what you need to do. Yes.
I made a mistake buying this, because I come on hospital. Come on, look up on my breath.
Okay.
I mean, if you want. I mean, they say, fuck you know, me walk out. I mean, leave it to God, you know? I mean, just say, me want some scraps in my bike, but me.
Most times.
Bad me. Forgive me. Only Father God can forgive, you know. Yeah, my mama, just not say you shall be judged, you know. You hear me I say? But we come to a good overstanding. So maybe take a look at Moko from my buckle, you know. And like you Levi like me, we call her purple. And only we is allowed to carry the top of that.
Listen,
You hear me I say? Listen to me, trust me, no that. Trust me, no that. Trust me, no brother.
saying that Jesus is God.
Sister, you believe in the Lord?
Jesus is the Son of God.
See that? She runs you hot girl summer. Show her the whole of our body off.
When Jesus is God, then I'm part of God. When he's the Son of God, then he's part of God. You see me? If you want to go deep to the roots, you get me? If you want to go deep to the roots, you want to go deep to the roots. You understand me? Alright, so if you want to go to the roots, we is all the Son of the Father, the Creator. You get me?
Oh, you can't.
So, but here he needs to deliver the we. Him sacrifice himself, he said, and it tries and torment what we were going through. I'm sure he said, you know?
Yeah, for the last tribe of Israel.
Listen, man. Hear me back, mama. Shadow come and miss you again.
Yeah.
Got in the fire and they never get what?
What?
Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. Caught in the fire and what?
They'll never get burned.
Thank you. So all them are drive boldly up in the as God. And he must stab you and kill you. The Father God will take the pain from you. But you have a spiritual in tune to the Creator. Alright. Amen. Send on. You hear me? Mr. Pastor by, you know?
Shalom.
Listen. Send on that. Mr. Campbell, I mean no Campbell.
Shalom.
Take some time.
Oh yeah, what?
No, it's true, because like, it's true, I understand. But cause what the English language, they mess up everything, you know, they twist everything around.
I got a video
and as you lot come, everything changed. What used to be bad, then they'll call, you know, what good, they call bad.
The word ghetto, do you know where it comes from? Ghetto. It comes from Egypt.
Yeah.
It was where we was living in Egypt, Goshen.
Yeah.
It was a suburb. It was not a suburb, but a place where we was refined to dwell.
Yeah.
It was used in Italy and various other places, and we use it in England now. So that's another way of them doing it.
Yeah.
Even the word booty. You know how our women, our men always say, "Oh, she's got the nicest booty."
Yeah.
Booty is a European word. It comes from a Slavic word,
Yeah.
and it means the loot. It means treasure.
Yeah.
So when you say, "Oh, look at this girl's booty," you're saying, "Look at this girl's treasure." You're saying, "Look at this girl's money." You're saying, "Look at this girl's everything that she's got." You see what I'm saying? And it's a manipulation thing, and we use it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what
It's a pirate word. Booty.
Yeah, that's what we've got to be.
And listen to this, you lot gotta check out the video, The Secret Spells of the English Language.
Yeah.
You gotta check that out, The Secret Spells of the English Language. Same thing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Treasure, booty, all these things. When I was young, I learned that when I was young.
Yeah, man.
So, and even the word nice, the nice guys finish last. It's an old French word for foolish. Queen, which means whore or prostitute. Right? But anyway, listen to some scriptures for the kings and whatnot before you go, sister. Because you ain't going to buy on the Sabbath, are you?
You ever come for buy?
Come on. Listen to some scriptures before you go. Listen to some scriptures before you go.
No, usually. Well,
Come on, sister.
I'm looking around and see.
Sister, you believe in the Lord? See, their mind gone. Gone completely.
Well, you're gonna get.
We try, innit? We try.
You're gonna get people who's gonna listen.
And if
This
people
is Exodus chapter 35 and verse 1. Moses established all the congregation of the people of Israel and said to them, "These are the things that the Lord has commanded you to do. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day, you shall have a Sabbath of solemn rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. You shall kindle no fire."
What they used, they said, we're not under. When Christ came, Christ fulfilled that. So we're not under the Sabbath.
Christ never fulfilled that.
No. That's what the church has said. That, you know, so now.
So sister,
Yeah.
does the church trump Christ? What did Christ say about it? Did Christ say to keep the Sabbath?
He said to keep. No. When they were saying, "Why I'm not keeping the Sabbath," the religious leader, what he said, he
No,
told.
he kept the Sabbath.
He did. No, when he healed a man, who had something, and they came after him, saying why he was doing the work of the Sabbath. And then he turned around and says to them, "If you have an animal and it dropped down the well, wouldn't you take, and it was hurt, wouldn't you rescue it?" Yeah. And they said yes. So he said, "Well, why? When I saw a sick man thing and I cure him, why are you saying I'm doing work on the Sabbath?" He said, "You know."
Yeah, because it's not work on the Sabbath.
No, he was healing somebody. So I said, when.
So he kept the Sabbath.
Yeah. So when the European used it to say, you know, that they changed it and says, "Oh, he never kept the Sabbath because he healed somebody on the Sabbath."
Yeah, but he kept the Sabbath. So why are you not keeping the Sabbath then, sister?
Huh?
Why are you not keeping the
I
Sabbath?
do keep the Sabbath.
Today's the Sabbath. You're buying.
Where's some buying?
You just said you was buying. Did she not say she was buying?
What did you say, sister?
You said you was buying.
No, I said I am walking around. I am looking at what people are doing. That's what I
No,
said.
she changed it now. She
No,
changed
I
it.
didn't. No,
I want to get Nehemiah, man.
No, because you say I'm bad, I say yes, I'm bad looking.
Salakia.
So wait,
Yeah,
she just
yeah,
said it again.
Salakia.
Yes. No.
This is all temptation
Yeah, that's what I'm
to
saying.
make you want to buy.
Yes, that's what I'm looking.
You just said look. You know, I'm not gonna say that.
No, I just said I am looking. I'm looking.
Sister, we love you still, you know. We love you still.
No, I
We
walked
love you
them
still.
down and I listened to how they're treating the people there. Because that woman there, I went there, the man never gave her a proper change. She went to the other woman and asked her, and then the woman started abuse. Oh, if you want your change, you're supposed to ask for your change properly. She said to the woman, if the woman wanted her change, she's supposed to ask her properly. She was supposed to give the woman she gave her £20 and she was supposed to give her back the change. She gave her back £4 and didn't give her back the 15.
Wicked.
You know, so when she, and that's what I said, until we understand we're gold and diamond, they're going to treat us like nothing
Sister,
and take us for fools.
They
and
think
that's what they're
they
doing.
think we're fools and stupid, and we don't know nothing. This time we invented everything.
Yeah, that's why,
Everything.
as I say, I am looking.
Huh?
Look,
I thought you said something.
looking and see what go on.
Maybe I heard wrong. I thought you said you're buying. That's how I feel.
No.
So you saying you're a watchman as well, or watchwoman in righteousness for the other women, yeah? For the other women.
No watch.
And Christ said you can do good in the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. But anyway, hold my peace.
Yeah, that's it.
As my mum, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that weird stuff. I don't care. As my mum, you shouldn't be doing that weird stuff.
Sister, hey, sister, come talk.
Are you not okay?
Come talk to me.
Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Calm down. And that's why the mothers have to have the daughters in what? In order. You have to have your daughter in order. She can't be talking like that. You can't be talking like that.
Slack
Come on. You can't be talking like that,
Sister,
man.
come. Let me talk. 5 minutes.
Come.
5 minutes.
See, you can't be saying. When they're like that, you can't be saying, come. You have to say, come here, man.
That's how my sister is. She ain't gonna listen if you come off that foot. If you come off on a nice foot and you actually have a little conversation, she'll understand.
Look at the way she's going on. That ain't coming on nice talk for that. You
Yeah,
mad? That's a
no,
box she's gonna get,
No,
man. What do you mean?
normally I wouldn't, because I've dealt with that nearly half my life now.
And it works, yeah?
Yeah,
The
it
soft.
works. Yeah, it
But
works.
you know what they're gonna do when you do the soft thing? That means they can get away with
They
it
can,
now.
they can, yeah.
You have
kinda
to
get
beat
away
them, you know. What do you mean about soft?
No,
What do you mean?
I
If
saw.
I could ever talk to my mum like that and come with soft stuff,
No,
and she come with a belt. Even
used to come
even the Lord said to Ezekiel, make your face hard against theirs. The Lord never said be soft against them.
and
You
know
come with
what's-
hard, I'm
you
gonna
know
come with harder.
It says to chastise your children while they're young, so they don't end up.
And that's why you can't come with soft, King. You can't come with soft. I have to correct you on that. You can't come with soft,
No,
King.
that's
This is what I'm saying, bro.
no, you don't.
Real quick,
Can't.
I understand we can't come with soft, but I'm saying with a sister like that, she's already grew up with soft. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So
Why
that's
you
why she's
disciplined?
disobedient.
Listen, are you disciplined? Some children, you'll have to give them a smack. Some children, you don't think. What you do, whatever they miss, what they love most, you
That
take,
don't work.
you
Take that away.
Take that away.
Take that away.
Listen, with women like that don't work.
Look at she coming back again. How about shut up in this? Are you mad?
My sister exactly like that.
No, because
Rebellious.
Rebellious.
No, because the mother let her go on and
Yes.
What?
That's my point. Look. Back in my day, my mom used to whoop me.
Listen,
My mom used to
listen.
whoop me. See my sister
My-
was born?
Yeah.
Listen. See when my sister was born, she let off the whooping.
Yeah.
My sister now is exactly like that. And when I talk, bro, my sister full on throw fists with my mom. I have to talk to my sister.
I
There's
saw-
been times-
Hey, that's abomination.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying,
That is
bro.
abomination.
But when I spoke to her, because there's been times when I've gone up to her loud mouth, what are you doing? I've said to her, I will fuck you up. It didn't work. It got her even more irate. She tried to stab me.
What?
You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
So this is what I'm saying. You've got to be, what's the word? There's a way you can deal with things. And that's why I've been in situations like that with women like that. So
in the ancient days, the children like that, sister,
They will get stoned to death.
1 second, they will get stoned to death. There ain't no coming soft after that.
Yeah,
But you try to
yeah.
stab, you're getting stoned to
Stoned to
death.
death.
There ain't no.
And that's the
Last
point.
You lot are,
Friday in
hey.
Morrison, there was this little, he was about 3, less than 3, and he wanted something. What the mother made the mistake and came down the demonic aisle when them have all the things were for Halloween. and he wanted the one, and she said no. She had a little baby in the pram, and because he couldn't get it, he hit her and he hit his little sister, and she didn't do nothing. And when people tried to, well, I said, when we do that here, she didn't do nothing. And that's what when he done that,
you could have still got whooping, bro.
And he would never do it again.
But he'd never do it again. Listen, when I was younger, I remember doing some weird stuff still, like stealing in the shop. I'll pick up what my mum would tell me, no, don't pick up nothing in the shop. I pick up something beaten right inside the shop. You hear me crying in the shop. My sister now never done that, but that's where you get that energy from. That's where that energy comes from. And when they've grown up like that for so long, coming to them with that anger and that force, sometimes it will work, but most of the time it won't. And that's why.
Bend the tree.
Yeah. So exactly. The mistake was made, the tree wasn't bent from young.
Right.
So now it's either going to get stoned or she's going to learn the hard way. You can't talk to people like that. And it's going to come with violence. With man, that's impossible. With the Most High, it's not.
We used to live in Greenwich, and you know, coming over Creek Bridge, and she was like 2. And I lift up all the way, and then just to come over the bridge, I couldn't lift her anymore. I just started walk. And she dropped sit down, and she decided she wasn't moving. Right? I got to the bottom of the bridge, and she still never got. I went back up, I just picked up my one arm and give her 2 slaps. You know, she reached out before me.
Look, we got a case of identity first. Look, trying to be like us. Case and point. Case and point. I get the book of Isaiah 3 and 11. So like, yeah. Case and point. And the pants sagging as well. Jeez.
Do you see that, yeah? And you know what's mad? I know that guy. I used to ride bike when I was in the world. Yeah, you see what it is, yeah? It's definitely case and point. Because when I was in the world, I used to ride bike with him. Exactly like Jake. Exactly like Jake. Everything Jake done, he was doing. And at the time, it was like, oh, it's just the way it is. But when I look back at the stuff around, it's like, bro, you never grew up like that. Let's not do that. Like, please, why? What's the point?
They want to be like us. Because they know within their right, they know what's going to happen. So they will pretend if they be like us, they probably get a pass. And I usually say to him, oh no, they get the pass, you know.
Sister,
so, you know.
Lord, let me bring this up. Book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and shall take them captives whose captains they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And you know what's crazy? I ain't heard that precept in like mobs. I ain't heard that precept in mobs. So it's like, it's ringing in my ears.
Oh yeah.
I want to bring something out. I want to bring up some uplifting in this right now. Second, get corrupt. Chapter 4. So, man, a lot of us we give the negative side. We show the people how we got into slavery, how we became what we are now, and it's 100% good to make us recollect and think of the things that we've done in the past to get us in this position. But I want to bring a calming, warm welcome to the home of God, and that's by showing our ancestors. Read that.
Right, 44 verse 1. Let us now praise famous men.
Let us now praise who?
Famous men.
So now we're going to praise the famous men, the men that was seen in God's eyes as righteous. Read.
And our fathers that beget us.
And our who?
Our fathers that beget us.
Alright, cool. Read on.
The Lord hath brought great glory by them.
through his great power from the beginning,
Right.
such as did bear rule in the kingdom, men renowned for their power given counsel by their understanding and declaring prophecies. Leaders of the people by their counsel and by their knowledge of learning. Meet for the people.
Meet for the who?
Meet for the people.
So these rulers, these people that he's talking about, are forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Samson, Samuel, Solomon, David, Ezekiel.
Yeah, because what Saul went and done, he wasn't supposed to go to no fortune teller. He wasn't supposed to go and find out what the future should hold. He was supposed to depend on the Most High.
Right.
And what Saul went to do, he went to the fortune tellers. And because of that, that's why... Before that,
because he went to the fortune teller to call up Samuel from the dead.
Yeah.
But before that, he disobeyed because he made a sacrifice to God, and he wasn't anointed as priest to do the sacrifice. So when Samuel came and he said, "Bro, what you done? Like, you just messed up." He said, "Bro," he said to Samuel, "Bro, like, I didn't see you coming, so I thought I can do the sacrifice myself." And Samuel said, "Because you've done this, you're no longer going to be that king that he is going to establish the covenant with." And then it passed on to David. So that was the sin that was the first sin that he done. There was plenty more that he done afterwards with the fortune teller as well, but that was the start of it. But yeah, man, it all goes through.
And that's why plenty of them today, plenty of the Israelites, think a lot of them is following Saul's example. They go into the fortune tellers, they go into the mediums, they go into the,
That's what I said. One time I said this. There's the house of Saul, which are the wicked, and there's the house of David, which are the righteous, the ones that want to fulfill the Lord's statutes and commandments and have that faith. Right? Read on that. So that's correct, sister. That's good. That's correct.
Such as did bear rule the kingdoms.
Brother, come hear the word of God. You know you're an Israelite.
I am a Jew already, thank you.
Hey, you know that one means. I know that one means. That means brother's a Jew.
Such as did bear rule in the kingdom.
Quick pop up.
Rule. Men renowned for their power,
Right.
given counsel by their understanding and declaring prophecies. Leaders of the people for their counsel and by their knowledge of learning. Meet for the people, wise and eloquent in their instructions.
What was the wise and eloquent instruction? Christ is the wise and eloquent.
Such as found out musical tunes and
musical tunes. He's getting specific. He's getting to David and Solomon. Musical tunes, read.
And recited verses
And
and writings.
even Solomon did feel because
Solomon did feel what?
He loved woman so much, and that's thing. Even though it says don't go with the marriage within your own, and don't get. But when it's the pretty woman of them, and that's mainly our black men weakness.
Not all.
Solomon's sin was idol worship, and it was because of those wives.
Yeah.
So read on. We'll get into.
Listen, that's what I said. Because if you've never loved women so much and listened, it wouldn't let them control his mind. And that's what.
100%.
Rich men varnished with abilities, living peaceably in their habitations. Verse 7. All these were honored in their generation and were in the glory of their times. There be of them that have left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported. Verse 9. And some there be which have no memorial who are perished as though they had never been, and become as though they had never been born, and their children after them.
Jump to verse 16.
16. Enoch praised the Lord and was translated, being an example of repentance to all generations.
Yeah. So Enoch, man, a righteous brother, doing in accordance to the Most High, walking with him in exact likeness. Verse 17.
Chapter 17. Noah was found perfect and righteous.
Right.
In the time of grace, he was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore, was he left as a remnant unto the earth.
See that? Like, so we got Enoch that was translated. He didn't suffer the same death that the rest of the world suffered because the Most High took him up. Then we got Noah that was so righteous, he got taken by the Most High in his household to be that setting example. Right? These are our ancestors, these are our forefathers. Sister, you believe in God? Come hear the word.
2 cents. Unto the earth, when the flood came,
Right?
an everlasting covenant was made.
An everlasting covenant was made.
Was made with him, that all flesh shall perish no more by the flood.
Right?
Abraham,
And that covenant was made because of him. Because Noah was so upset that everyone died except for his family that he got drunk. You see what I'm saying? He had to struggle with how many people dying. He took a little bit of drink and he had too much. So he said, you know, I'm going to make a covenant with you.
Now the thing is, right?
Imagine all your friends.
That's why it was up. It was, you know, that it was the Creator that closed it up. Because
right.
Noah would have felt sorry when he
would have kept the door open. Run in, you lot, run in.
Yeah, he would have opened it. But because he preached and preached and preached, and everybody had enough time to listen, and they took no notice. It's the same when Jesus, Yeshua came. He told them the same thing is going to happen on this day. Everything people are going to
Come hear the word, sister.
You said what? All right, sister.
Yeah.
If you say you believe, and
Bro, I swear, this guy's an agent. There's no way we keep this. Yeah. So is it? It is by word. You're saved through Christ, and that's faith. No, it is. Okay, get it. Get verse 13. Alright, hear this, sister. Sister, don't go, sister. Hey, no, don't worry. I'm not even. There's no point of trying to save people like that. You ask them, do you want to hear the word? No. Alright, walk on. Do your thing. The Most High is not looking for. Remember, the sheep will hear the voice of Christ. If Christ is really speaking to them, they will come. They would hear it and come. If I ask them, "Are you believe in God?" They'll say, "What? You're talking about God? Let me stay here and listen." That's right. What they would do if they're called by the Most High. But get that. Surah.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're your brothers.
Yeah,
why are you scared? Why are you scared? I edified 2 of them already. The Most High taught them, not me.
Yeah, 44 and verse 18. Read that.
I was saying, just like he said, when he said, just like in the day,
hold on,
just like in the days of Noah, so should the last day be.
Right.
And now that's why we know when the last of the last. Just like in the days of Noah, you're preaching and you're telling people what's going on, and they don't want to
They don't want to know.
And
They're not
when
stopping.
When they're going to want to know, it's going to be too late because the cut-off time would be already done.
And that's when, Slakia, and that's when we're in the wilderness. We're in the second wilderness and the rebels are getting purged out. That's when it's too late. But so what you were saying, because you kind of digressed off of it a bit. Noah, you're right. Noah wanted to open that door. Remember, because it says in the account that God blew the wind and closed the door. That's what it says. So God made that door closed.
Salakia, you imagine they must have been banging the door. Noah,
Noah,
please. That door's not opening.
You're a friend. You was living for. We grew up with you. Help
Scratching on the door, everything.
No, but you see, no, because what happened when he was going out and preaching and sing, they was laughing at him. They never took no note. Yeah,
but
when he was building the ark, everybody passed. Oh, look at the madman! Because they've never seen rain before.
Never.
So because they've never seen rain before, and he kept on telling them that they're gonna be when.
There's going to be water coming from the sky.
There's going to be water coming from the sky. When he's
said,
going to...
They're like, nah, bro.
No, let's stop laughing at him and say,
Laughing.
he's a madman. Or why we should listen to a madman?
Right.
You know, but when the first drop of rain started and it started running to the ark now, but then it was too late because...
Boom. Help us.
Yeah, the Creator
Receive
closed the
what's
ark door. And the same thing that happened now again. When he
Sister,
said,
not to cut you off, these are beautiful daughters of Zion. I guarantee they're daughters of Zion. But being raised up by what? An animal. A cave beast like that.
Slakia. And that's going to be the same for today, but with fire. With fire and brimstone. That's what's going to rain from the sky. Fire and brimstone. And then that's going to be too late. That's why you can't have an earthly body anymore, like it says in Corinthians 15. You have to have that spiritual, immortal body. So when that fire is coming down from the sky, it's not harming us. We're walking through it like nobody's business. The same way Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if I'm pronouncing the names right, they was in the fire and never burned. Because they were at that moment, because the Son of Man was with them, right? They had that spiritual body on them. They never get burned up, no singeing. Read on. Verse 18.
So right, 44 verse 18.
Right?
An everlasting covenant was made with him that all flesh should perish no more by the flood.
By the flood, but you can still perish, but just not by the flood. Read.
Abraham was a great father.
Abraham was a who? See,
father.
do you know how? You see how it? Do you know what it does? It goes from Enoch, then it goes to. Because watch this, right? This is how I think of it. Why didn't it mention Adam?
no, because Adam, at the end of the day, Adam was a perfect man. And what Adam did, Adam
disobeyed. And he became not perfect.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No.
And he was,
no, because no, he did.
Bear with me. He was trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
That's why when we're reading this, it doesn't mention Adam. It goes straight to Enoch.
Yeah, because Adam.
Because Enoch was walking with God blamelessly.
Yeah, because Enoch, because Adam willfully sinned. He didn't put enough faith. As it says Eve was deceived, but Adam sinned because Adam had a relationship with the Creator. Eve didn't.
Right.
He was the master of his household, and Eve should teach her everything. But what he did, because he was alone for so long, right? No.
I'm looking at.
Because he was alone for so long, and when she bought him whatever it was to tell him, and he already knew what the Creator said. Don't eat from that tree, because if you do, you're gonna die, right? And remember, she ate from it first, yeah, and then she brought it to him. So what he shouldn't have ate it, because what he should have done, if he had gone to the Father and said to the Father, look, because this is how he tried to exonerate himself. When the thing he says, oh, the woman you gave me, bought the fruit and I ate it. what he should have done when the woman bought it, if he had gone to the father and said, blah, 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 it was just like how he made Eve. Because he's a generous God, he would have probably made him another wife. Yeah? But we won't get into that. But what he did, because he loved his wife so much that he used to say. And he said on that day,
Don't buy, sister. Don't buy from them.
on that day you will die.
Sure.
And within that day, they did die. They did die within that day.
Within that day,
Because at them times, a
day was 1,000 years.
Yeah. So they did die.
They did die.
They did die within that 1,000-year
that period. Yeah. So carry on reading that though, because I've got a point to this.
Yeah.
Kept the law.
And this is to show that we need to be like these people. We need to be like Enoch. We need to be like Noah. We need to be like Abraham. We need to be like Jacob. We need to be like Isaac. We need to be like
and the churches are so big. They said don't do ancestor worship. You know.
No, we're not worshipping the ancestors, but we're following their footsteps.
Yes, that's it. But
brother, yeah, you come. You believe in God? Okay, we'll praise this. So, what's your nationality according to the Most High? God gave us a biblical nationality, right? What would you know? What we would be called? Christian. That's a nationality. Ah. So you know what a nationality is? Like our race. You know what our race would be again? Black. Is that in the Bible? Not too sure. Alright, cool. That's fine also. Get Jeremiah 7:4.
Three scriptures.
1 minute. Let's go.
What is just trying to say that we
read this.
Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17 verse 4.
Right.
And thou, even thyself.
Wait. Would you believe so-called black people are discontinued from their heritage? From their culture? We're connected to our culture. Alright, cool. So an average black person walking around here, he's got his pants sagging, he's wearing Nike Air Forces, you know, he's got the biggest Montclair jacket on, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, having multiple women. Is that our culture though? So would you say we're disconnected from our original culture? We're disconnected from our original culture, right? Read that.
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
From what?
From thy inheritance.
So God is prophesying here that we're going to discontinue from our ancient culture, our ancient heritage, and what?
That I gave thee,
right?
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
And in the land where we do not know, we're going to serve our enemies. Read.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In the land which thou knowest not. We don't know this land, but we're serving our enemies. We're being made a proverb and a byword. We're subject to their rule, and we've discontinued from our heritage. So that's Isaiah 1:2. Let's see who God's talking about. Let's see if he's talking about black people, who we call ourselves, and let's see what God calls us.
And at the end of the day, sometimes I see you children, these things what you love nurturing, you know, it's not good for the long day. It's kill them one, kill them off, and on the phone, right in the trap.
Right. There's been cases of people smoking that, and it makes them cough up blood, even them exploding in people's hands. But read this one.
Isaiah 1 verse 3.
Remember, we're discontinued from our heritage, we're discontinued from our culture. Read.
The ox knoweth his owner.
Right.
The ass is master's crib.
Two dumb animals, an ox and an ass. They know their owner and they know their master's crib. But what?
But Israel does not know.
But the Israelites don't know their God and they don't know their homeland. Read.
My people does not consider.
And we don't consider that we're the Israelites. So if I was to tell you you're an Israelite, right? And that you are the same people as Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're the same people as David, King Solomon, Saul, Samuel, Nehemiah, Habakkuk, Haggai, Ezra. If I was to say you're the same people as them, those holy prophets, would you say you would? You are? No. How come? Because you're discontinued from your heritage. Read this. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
And this is what I want to tell you, like, young ones. This book, the Bible, a fluid book, right? But what them do, they've changed it up. Them have you not believing it, so you youngsters don't want to be reading. You don't want to believe it because you claim that it's not our book. But at the end of the day, a fluid book, it was meant to guide us and to show us everything was going to happen. Yeah? So you got gonna have to fix up, man.
Come on.
And
So
put
what's
up with the personality.
where you from? Country-wise. Jamaica. So how did our people get to Jamaica and Barbados? Slavery.
And did
Wait, sister, don't give away. Read from verse 46. Yeah, all the way down. Listen to this carefully.
listen, when you speak the truth,
Deuteronomy 28 verse 64.
Right?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people
We're going to scatter you among all people.
from the one end of the earth.
Real quick, can you see black people in every culture, every country? Is there a so-called black person in every country? Can you find Jamaican black people in China? You can. I have family that live over there. You can. What about Australia? Can you find black people living there? You can. Well, we're gonna read.
Even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods,
Right.
which neither thou nor fathers have known,
Right.
even wood and stone.
Wood and stone, Christianity and Islam. Read.
And among these nations
Right. Among these nations, plural. Read.
shalt thou find no ease.
Come hear the word of God, man.
We do hear it, we hear it.
Hear it now. Hear it now.
Neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest.
What's the next
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart,
Right.
and fooling of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
Right.
And the life shall hang in doubt
Your
before
life.
thee.
and to think, even before this day, when they came out of the flood and they tried to build the Tower of Babel, and refused the language, because remember where we started, everybody who could speak one language went to different parts of the world. So from then, it was always, we were separated from then.
Right.
Yeah? That was before, and then afterwards now we choose the Pacific people. Yeah? But because we never ever listened, because he told them, when he told them to go out, multiply and fill the earth, yeah? They want to stay in one place and build the Tower of Babel.
Let's read on this.
Yeah.
And the life shall hang in doubt.
And the
before
life
thee.
shall hang in doubt. When so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are out in the street, they're so worried. Well, I'm not just gonna say worried, because when I was younger, I don't really care. But some of our people, their life will hang in doubt. Damn, I might be getting killed by the police. I might get beat up by a racist. I might get killed by my own people. I might get drugs sold to me. You know, these things happen. You know.
And shall have none assurance of thy life.
And we don't have no assurance of our life in this land. Read.
In the morning thou shalt say, would Yahweh it would even.
Right.
And at even thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were morning.
Have you started working yet? Have you started working? Yeah. So when you wake up early in the morning and you know you got work, you're kind of saying, damn, I wish I didn't have work today, right? You do that, right? Read that part again. Listen carefully.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee,
Right.
and thou shalt fear day and night,
Right.
and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Keep on reading.
In the morning
what?
thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were even.
I wish it was evening when I'm not working. you just admitted you do that. Read.
And at even thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were morning.
And when it was evening, you say, oh man, I wish it was morning, because then it's the new day. You see, you do that, innit? Read.
For the fear of thy heart,
For the fear of your heart.
wherewith thou shalt fear,
Right.
and for the sight of thy eyes which thou shalt
And
see.
the sight of your eyes, because when you look at our people today, you're thinking, damn, like, how did our people even get to this? How comes that on majority we have single parent households? How comes the majority of people are killing each other? How comes the majority are selling drugs to each other? That's us seeing it and wondering, damn, I wish it was evening, I wish it was morning now. Trying to skip past the days like it's no one's business. Read that now. 68. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be late, man. Alright, cool. Read this last one. Read this one.
We've got a flyer for you in a minute as well. We've got a flyer for you in a minute.
Read that last one. 68.
68, yeah. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Hold on, I'm not giving it to you yet, so I know you're staying.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into Egypt, which is the word for slavery, mitzrayim. If you take it back in entomology, it means a siege. If you even read Exodus 20 and 2, Deuteronomy 6 and 12, Deuteronomy 5 and 4 or 5, 6 if I'm not mistaken, it says, I took you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, or in some translations, out of the house of slavery. So when you see Egypt, it means slavery. Read that one more time from the top.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again with what?
With ships.
How do we get into slavery? What transport do we get? Ships, yeah. Ships. Oh, the Bible's talking to us right now. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We're not going to see the physical landmass as a people of Egypt, but we're going to see a different Egypt, which is slavery. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And where?
Sold unto your enemies.
When we got off those slave ships and we was in Jamaica, Barbados, America, South America, and Colombia, when we got off those ships, what was they doing? Selling us to our enemies. Read. For what?
For bondmen,
for slave man
and bondwoman,
and slave woman.
And no man shall buy you.
When you got a chance, go down to the Bank of England Museum. The exhibition is on, and it is finished in March 2023. Go down and have a look and see all the Bank of England was made up of our back. You see, everything was made up of our back. You see the amount of money that they made with their transatlantic slave trade, and they're still doing it now. When they say come and work for the motherland, and our ancestors, our parents come over, it was the same thing again. They build up their systems so that we work, and when we come pension age and want to kill we off, when we're supposed to get what we're supposed to get, them now give it. The people them who don't work get it, and we who work, they bring back in their European neighbors because they're all one.
Right.
Not they say them a fight, they not fight, I lie them and tell them.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
Right?
For thou art a holy people.
We were a holy people to the Lord our God.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Listen. Don't put your phone away, bro. Listen, go on.
Thee to be a special people unto himself.
You read that from the top. We ain't listening.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6.
Right?
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
Right.
to be a special people
Right?
unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people.
Hey, God said that we're above all people. We're his chosen. Yashua Allah. Israel in the English. Are they Hebrew? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. You're an Israelite brother from a tribe of you said Jamaica. Your father from Jamaica? No. And your dad? Nigeria. Okay, you'll be from what tribe? You don't even know. You're possibly either the tribe of Ephraim or Judah. See what I'm saying?
That are upon the face of the
Hey,
earth.
we're above all nations. But brother, I know you gotta go. We're above all nations. Keep that in mind, bro. And teach your sister as well.
Hey, that's respect. I respect that you done it. You hugged the auntie. I respect that you done it. Come on. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, man, go back.
See? We got some young children that are in. They got their mind right. All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. I know he was itching to go. He was itching to
When
go.
you got that, and you got a girl like that who looks like that, yeah, she keep you on your toes. You say how it is, innit? She keep you on your toes.
Can't.
You understand? But I love how he kept to maintain his ground, and she couldn't run him off. But she was whispering it. We gotta go. He said, hold on.
Yeah, God.
Why sing in check? I respect that. So okay.
The system's got all these children bravery.
Oh, I hate that.
Lots of them They just trying their thing to kill us off. But
Do you know why that is? It's a culture thing now. They think it looks cool,
Yeah.
so that's why they do it. It's all about that's what it is. But we conversed, I think it was
anyway, I gotta get going.
19. All right, see you later.
Peace and blessings. Shalom.
So right, 44 verse 19.
Yeah.
Right, verse 19. Abraham was the great father of many.
Hey, Slacky, look at that. Hey, you got
Moab.
Moab trying to copy the hair.
Trying to be a soulful black woman.
Got the hair.
You see that?
Oh, that's mad. I'm not gonna. Oh Lord. Nah, they won't be able to
Go
see
on.
too far.
But that was her in a blue hat, man. If you ever see a Moab in a blue hat, that's her, man.
So right,
In Lewisham.
44 verse 19. Abraham was the great father of many. People, the glory was there, none like unto him. He kept the law of the Most High,
Right?
and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, and when he was proved, he was found faithful.
Alright?
Therefore, he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed,
Right?
and that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth, and exhort the seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit the sea to sea, and from the river.
Who's them to inherit sea to sea? Do you know what that is, sisters? That's talking about the Euphrates River and the Egyptian River, from sea to sea. Read on.
And from river unto the utmost part of the land.
Hey, and from the river unto the utmost part of the land. So that means all of that, what they call Saudi Arabia, is actually ours. Even parts of the east of Africa, all the way down.
Even the whole world is made for our
Hey,
sakes.
God,
As Edris says in second Edris.
In second Esdras. So yeah, the reason why he gives that land as a specific location is because that's our headquarters. That's where the government will be. That's where the government structure will be. That's where, for example, see how in England we have the government, we've got the House of Parliament. That's the main place of England. That's the main part of the government. That's how it's going to be. Israel, that landmass, and how it's going to be lifted up in these last days is going to be our rightful kingdom of where all the Israelites live. And from there, we're going to control the whole world. It's going to be ours. So keep on reading.
Verse 22. With Isaac, did he establish that wives?
Hey, so this is a straight cut. No longer will I go to Genesis and go to this scripture and go to that scripture. I get the straight cut. Because it says here, from Abraham, he goes straight down to Isaac. Keep on reading.
For Abraham his father's sake,
Right,
the blessing of all men,
Right.
and the covenant,
right,
and made it rest upon the head of Jacob.
right. And then he made it rest upon the head of Jacob. Read.
He acknowledged him in his blessing,
Right.
and gave him an inheritance,
See that? Go on.
and divided his portion among the 12 tribes.
Among the who?
Among the 12 tribes.
Hey, no, amongst the 12 princes of Ishmael.
Among the 12 tribes.
See that? But Most High makes it plain. Read into the next chapter. Actually,
We've got Northern tribe coming up. Mexico. Ecuador. Come hear the word. Hesco Cristo. Sin pressa. No rush. See that? Learn a little bit of Spanish.
come on, that's
Ecuador, you know. He's gonna rush it.
You know, that's sister.
Sisters, you believe in the Lord?
Let's read verse
1 minute for the Lord, sister. 1 minute. You ready what? They always got
Right. 56, verse 1.
Right.
Shai, son of Naib, violent in the wars, was a successor of Moses.
But that's what it's translated in the Greek.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, read it.
Of Moses in prophecy, who, according to his name, was made great for the saving of the elect.
So this is talking about Joshua that came after Moses, to make it clear. Read.
Of Yahweh, and taken vengeance of the enemies.
And Joshua's time, he was killing off the enemies. He didn't have no peace with them. He took slaves, he mashed up everything, and divided the portion of the land. Read.
That rose up against them,
right,
that he might set Israel in their in their inheritance.
Right.
How great glory gat he when he did lift up his hands and stretched out his sword against the city.
Right.
Who before him so stood to it, for the Lord himself brought his enemies unto him.
Right.
Did not the sun go back by his means, and was not one day as long as two.
God.
Upon the Most High.
See that? So it was not one day as long as two. Man stopped the sun and the moon in the sky for Joshua. You see what I'm saying? We gotta be like, the reason I'm bringing this out is to basically say, in a nutshell, is we need to be like our forefathers. We need to be like these people, Joshua. We need to be like these people, Caleb.
We believe in God. We believe in God. Let's go, Christos. Moreno, not Blanco.
The great Lord heard him, and with hailstones of mighty power, he made the battle full violently upon the nations,
right?
And in the descent of Bethron, he destroyed them that resisted, that the nations might know all their strength, because he fought in the sight of the Lord,
right?
And he followed the mighty one in the time of Moses. Also, he did a work of mercy, he and Caleb, the son of Jephthah, in that they withstood the congregation, right, and withheld the people from sin. And
they withstood the congregation and held the people from sin. Do you know how many people that was? That's a lot of people, you know, to hold away from sin. That's crazy. 2 people done this. So we need to be that, set an example in these last days. Keep on reading.
And appease the wicked more.
And appease the wicked more and more. You lot are going to get kicked out of the line. You're not coming in with us. We're the only 2 from that generation that are going to come in, right? And the rest of your children are going to come in with us. Now what? We're going to appease you wicked ones. Read.
And of 600,000 people, right? On
who?
600,000 people.
That many. Read.
On foot.
Right.
They too were preserved to bring them into the heritage, even onto the land that floweth like milk and honey.
So into the heritage is the law, statutes, and commandments, even into the land, with milk and honey.
Come get heritage.
The Lord gave strength unto Caleb, which remained with him unto his old age, so that he entered onto the most places of the land,
right?
And his seed obtained it for inheritance.
One thing I want to say as well is Joshua, he reached the age of 110. I'm pretty sure after Joshua, no one lived up to 100 again.
Not that I can recall.
Keep on reading. And that just shows you something. There's a reason for that.
110?
Yeah. Joshua lived to 110.
That all the children of Israel might see that it is good to follow the Lord.
Right.
And concerning the judges, everyone by name, whose heart went not a whoring, nor departed from the Lord, let their memory be pleased. Let their bones flourish out of their place, and let the name of them that were honoured to be continued upon the children Samuel, the prophet
Right.
of the Lord,
Right.
beloved of the Lord,
Right.
established a kingdom and anointed princes over his people.
See that? And you got to be like Samuel now. You know what I'm gonna do, just for the sake of it's raining now. We'll do. I'll just mention this. In chapter 47, it mentions Nathan and David. In chapter 48, it mentions Elijah. Right? In chapter in chapter 48, verse 12, it mentions Elisha. In chapter 49, Josiah and the other worthy. Josiah and the other worthy. Then it mentions Simon the son of Ines. Right? So I advise the brothers to go and read those things, man. Because it's mighty. These are the people that we need to be like. We can't no longer be like those niggas in the road. We can't be like those spicks and those. We can't be like them. Because we're separate. We're separating ourselves through the Most High's power. Through the Most High making us holy. And with that, I say shalom to all the brothers doing the truth and giving the word in truth and sincerity. Doing the work day in and day out. So yeah, man, shalom.
Shalom.
Peace to all brethren and sisters. No matter what doctrine you may have, as long as you believe in Christ and you believe that's the sacrifice that has enabled us to get that salvation.
Come on, Shalom.
Come on,
Shalom.